Warriors, rise. Ripple XRP, the future of our global banking system. We're going to dive into that. I'd highly recommend you wait till the end of the video, some wild news from a legend around XRP. Now, as you see this beautiful little soul, which way right here, look at that little smile on her face. We're going to talk with Janet Yellen. Just kidding, I'm not interviewing her, but we're going to watch a video from Janet Yellen, this beautiful soul right here. Man, they're changing their tone. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And if you want to get involved in this new quantum financial system and you need support, if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced, we created what's called the 3T Warrior Academy. Click the description down below, join our free Discord, get to know, like, and trust us first, or jump right in to the Academy. Multiple courses, over 100 courses, multiple calls per week, access to my team, and access to my portfolio and exit strategy. I believe we're heading towards a very big bull run. Just my opinion. Let's get into it. All right, Warriors, let's jump right into it. Look at this smile on her face. Let's just take a moment to look at Janet Yellen and that smile. And she said, I tricked y'all along, Warriors. I tricked you all along. And I'm about to let you know that the financial system is about to flip upside down. Tricked ya. So let's go ahead and watch this. Okay, so I'm going to put my microphone really close. The audio is really bad on this. Okay, so she was speaking to a group of people at, where was she at? The Treasury. Janet Yellen remarks on digital assets, the American University, April 7th, 2022. The audio is really low on this actual video, so I'm going to put my microphone right next to it. You guys ready for this? You ready for the future of banking?
And thank you so much, President Burwell, for that kind introduction. It's really great to be with you again. And I'm really happy to be at American University, where change makers are changing the world. Groundbreaking leaders in government, academia, and business have walked these halls. And I'm pleased to be here to discuss the Biden administration's approach to digital assets. A few weeks ago, President Biden signed an executive order calling for a coordinated and comprehensive government approach to digital asset policy. Digital assets have grown explosively, reaching a market cap of $3 trillion last November from $14 billion just 5 years prior. Digital assets may be relatively new, but they're part of a larger trend, the digitization of finance, that's been in the making for decades. In 1990, there were fewer than 3 million internet users, and now there are about 4.5 billion. And we take for granted that many aspects of our financial lives can be managed from small internet-connected devices that fit into the palms of our hands. This growth in digital services has opened up a world of possibilities and risks that would have seemed fantastical only a few decades ago. Financial services, along with most industries, have evolved in response to exponential advances in computing power and connectivity. Most recently, new technology has raised the possibility of reduced reliance on centralized intermediaries like banks and credit card companies. In 2008, a person or group of people using the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto proposed a decentralized peer-to-peer system for making and processing payments. A key challenge in digital payments is to prevent the same assets from being spent twice. The Bitcoin white paper proposed a novel method for validating transactions using cryptography that addressed the so-called double spend problem. This and other innovations related to distributed ledger technology are the foundation for blockchain-based digital assets. Over time, The prices of Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies have been quite volatile, and that's inhibited their widespread use in payments. Adoption of cryptocurrencies for payments may be further inhibited by high fees and slower processing times than those associated with other forms of payments. As a practical matter, you'd have a hard time using cryptocurrency to buy a sandwich or a gallon of milk. Other digital assets like stable coins or potential central bank digital currencies could succeed at being more widely used as a medium of exchange, raising potential benefits and risks.
Okay, so we're gonna stop right there, Warriors. Sorry to put my microphone right next to the thing. The audio is really bad, so hopefully you guys can still hear me here. Okay, so first of all, gosh, man, these are our leaders, Warriors. Let's just take that in for a second. These are our leaders. I mean, they can't stop. They can't read without a script. They have no freaking clue what they're talking about. I'm gonna try to be as nice as I can because I'm a good Christian man. Okay, so just trying to be nice because these are the people running our country. Okay. She's been pushing back on currents, pushing back on digital currency. Her and Nancy Pelosi, and we're going to go into her in just a moment. So all these little trolls are now jumping on the cryptocurrency train, right? They've all been on the train. They've been playing us, Warriors. They've been playing us. Like she said, we've been digitizing finance for a long time. Why? Because they knew they were going to print money into oblivion. They're going to put us in a debt-based society. They were going to enslave the public, enslave you and I into debt. Once they got us trapped into debt, just like they do now, they took all the printed money, invested in the new technology. They trap you in debt. They wipe out the middle class, and then they control you through the monetary system and catch you on the other side with digital currency. That's basically what I'm doing. I'm picking winners and losers, and I'm finding out the net that they're creating, and I'll be on the other side with them, and I'm going to catch all the people, and I'm going to free as many people as I can, okay? So this is interesting. So Bitcoin jumped 8% after U.S. Treasury Secretary Yellen accidentally leaks details of Biden's crypto policy. Now, remember, key things that she talked about: distributed ledger technology. Now they're also talking about DLT. But remember, the way they talk about Bitcoin, it's really important to listen to what they say and do the opposite. They keep talking about Bitcoin is slow, it's clunky. It's not going to be a form of payment. You see this legal tender in all these countries. It's a store of value. The reason why countries want you making payments with Bitcoin is because they know it has a limited supply. And if they can get that into their treasury department, and it appreciates, they make a ton of money. Think about that, Warriors. That's why they want it as a legal tender. That's why the mayor, all these mayors are trying to get Bitcoin so you can pay your taxes in Bitcoin. They want that on their books. Genius. Bitcoin is going to be like gold. XRP, things like XRP, not just XRP, are going to be bridge currencies. That's basically what they're going to be. So Janet Yellen, here's the fact sheets from President Biden's his executive order around digital currencies. Remember, Warriors, they were saying that digital currency was not here, right? A year ago. And now they're talking about DLT. I mean, look at, she's reading off a damn sheet. She has no clue what she's talking about. Satoshi Nakamoto created this Bitcoin. No, somebody created Bitcoin. Somebody created Bitcoin to move us in this new monetary system. Okay, that's my opinion. When Bitcoin was created in 2009, it came out in January 2009. There's been more money printed than in history since Bitcoin's inception. Do you think there's a connection to that? I don't know. So then she leaked this, right? We know this was on March 9th. And then President Biden comes out. He reads his little sheet just like she did. And here's the executive order around digital currencies. Okay. And then here's where it starts to get crazy, man. This freaking another troll here. Pelosi, advisor, is among Biden's nominees for SEC commissioner slots. President Joe Biden plans to nominate the top aide to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, a longtime Securities and Exchange Commission staffer, to fill 2 slots at the regulatory of the White House said on Wednesday. Jamie Lazargia, a senior advisor to Pelosi, would take over for Department Democratic Commissioner Allison Hearn Lee. Mark Yuta, who has spent a chunk of his career in the SEC and is currently on the detail of Senate Banking Committee, would fill a open Republic seat on the 5-person commission. So now we have Janet Yellen, President Biden, now backing distributed ledger technology. Okay. We got them putting out these fact sheets and executive orders. We got Nancy Pelosi's team moving into the SEC with lizard man Gary Gensler, who came from MIT, the head professor. We had Jay Clayton, who left the SEC, who threw out a Ripple lawsuit, right? They're bringing in the new Howey test. They're bringing in new regulation. That's what this is all about. That's why Coinbase is freaking buttering up to the government now. They're going to be part of this whole system. It's Warriors, they're playing all of us. Everybody's being played. I'm telling you, everybody's being played. A lot of people are getting tribal with cryptocurrency and all this stuff. So this is how they're going to do it. They're going to regulate the exchanges. You can go and put your crypto somewhere else. The exchanges are what they're going to regulate. How you get your money out and into the system is what they're going to regulate. They can't stop cryptocurrency, but they sure as hell can regulate the money that goes through the exchanges, or they can shut down exchanges so they can't operate. They can absolutely do that through regulation. Absolutely, they can do that. Or there's going to be an underground finance. I mean, you just got to think about that for just a moment. Or some cryptocurrencies are going to be like cash, and you're doing it behind the scenes, things like that. These are things you have to think about, whereas as a true investor, as a long-term fundamental investor building generational wealth, you have to think about these things. You got to be strategic, okay? We can't just be in these pump and dumps and meme coins. You got to think like a very, very wealthy investor. Okay. So Nancy Pelosi. Now, here's the thing about Nancy Pelosi. This might be a good thing bringing her team in, because Nancy Pelosi is greedy as fuck. Excuse me. This woman, she's all money. They're all about money, right? But Nancy Pelosi is reportedly worth at least $46 million in Inside's estimate. After analyzing thousands of pages of 2020 financial disclosure reports, has estimated the minimum maximum net worth of lawmakers in both the House and Senate, including non-voting delegates, only to then rank 25th wealthiest members by their minimum estimate. Sadly, the results of such investigation will have you reaching dejectedly for your bank statement. Just dive through this stuff. Just know your people. Know who's running your world here. So Nancy Pelosi is going to be Biden is placing her people into the SEC. But the good thing is she's greedy as shit. So she's greedy as shit. They're going to want to move this monetary system quickly, and that could benefit us, okay? So she's talking about distributed ledger technology. That's the biggest narrative now, right? And we know Ripple's massive distributed ledger technology. Ripple is crushing it outside of America. We know Ripple has some of the biggest partnerships, specifically for DLT. Bank of America and Ripple were in their patent. It's right here, Bank of America. We have American Express. We're in their patent for distributed ledger technology. Okay. So how does DLT engender greater financial inclusion? Distributed ledger technology will have an incredible impact on financial services and engender greater financial inclusion, therefore economic growth, and especially in emerging economies. That's the opinion of Andrea Harris, whose interest in the world of blockchain and digital assets began during her time as senior advisor to the U.S. Department of Treasury and as a special agent to President of the White House during the Obama administration. The reason why I'm showing you this is on Ripple's website. How does DLT engender greater financial inclusion? And Andrea Harris, okay, it was part of the Treasury. We know Rosie Rios came from the Treasury. She is quoted saying, the freight train has left the building, okay? That's why she joined Ripple. She said it's the only legit crypto she feels that is going to help the banking system. I paraphrase that. She also was responsible for signing the last $100 node, right? She said she's also responsible on a committee to bring in the new currency. We also have board of directors like Craig Phillips, who was part of the executive order 13772, which is right here. Okay, this is when President Trump was in office. This is the core principles for regulating the United States financial system. So he was part of the executive order around core principles for regulating the United States financial system. He's on the board of directors. Rosie Rios, formerly treasurer. And then this gentleman just joined the board of directors, and we know he was connected to two of the U.S. presidents, okay? It's just interesting. He's in the board of directors, oversees private investment corporations in the Obama administration. Like, warriors, where do you think this is going? Why these people are just risking their illustrious careers just to be part of a board that's going to get wiped out by the SEC? Really think about that. I love when these people FUD out XRP and you know, it's just I keep saying this, it's about being not tribal, right? I'm not tribal about XRP. It's not, I'm an investor. And I think we're all investing to build wealth for our family, right? right? That's what we're doing. Would we agree? Or why are you investing? We're investing to gain wealth so we can bring the money back to the people. That's our goal, right? So I don't get all caught up in all the bullshit, because everybody, I think they're all lying to us. I think all these people are lying to us. Okay. I really, really believe that. I think we're all being played, and I think you have to have good discernment on what's going to happen. Okay. Now here's the big news. Big news. Michael Jordan NFTs to launch on Ripple's XRP ledger by Q2 2022. Back in September last year, Ripple had launched $250 million creator fund to foster innovation, to tokenize, enable all creators and their partners to kickstart their participation in the NFT area. Tokenized future is set to transform the way people buy, sell tokens. Michael Jordan's NFT, X Ripple, Rare Air Media, the producer of Michael Jordan's visual autobiography, For the Love of the Game, is one of the latest players to hop on the NFT bandwagon. The company is working with VSA Partner to premier creative agency to partner with Ripple's Creator Fund to design, develop, and market a range on the XRP. And I got a big announcement coming up on the back end of this year around XRPL. Anyways, words. My name is Coach JV. I am the top health, mindset, and crypto coach in the world. Remember, what you believe in your heart, you think in your mind, will eventually become your words and become your reality. If you can see it in your mind, eventually you can hold it right here in your hands. What you repeatedly do gets ingrained in your subconscious mind. What gets ingrained in your subconscious mind becomes an unconscious activity. And Michael Jordan, this gentleman right here, the greatest of all time. That's why I say I am the greatest of all time. Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time within his paradigm. He has a different fingerprint and different DNA, as do I, and as do you. Every single human being has the ability to be the greatest of all time within their paradigm. You've been taught since a little girl and little boy, indoctrinated into a system, that you need to rely on another person outside of you. This is your time, warriors. Do not sit on your hands. Do not back down. Lock and load. And let's go. It is the greatest time in human history. So click the link down below, join our free Discord, get in the conversation, and let's all get our shit together. Warriors, rise! See you on the other side.